Hey, what up everyone? Dre here, coming to you from Van Nuys, California, in the San Fernando Valley section of Los Angeles on this last day of the year, 12/31/23, or 123/123. Anyway, I'm about ready to hop on the Surfliner to San Diego, doing a little rail fanning on this New Year's Eve as we ride off into the new year 2024. Thought I'd do something different this year. It's been a while since I've done something on New Year's. Of course, the older we get, the more we just tend to want to stay at home and just relax. But this year I thought I'd get out, and of course, knowing my love for rails and my love of, just traveling on AMTRAK, I decided, what would it be like to ride on a train and into the new year? What would the atmosphere? Will it be so festive inside the Surfliner? Will it really be a party train? Anyway, train's running a bit late. Should be here in about 10 minutes. It was supposed to be here at 9:10. It's supposed to be here at 9:40, which means that when we get to LA, we probably will not be staying there that long. Probably just be doing a crew change. Usually when the Surfliner, which originates from San Luis Obispo, this run, which originates from San Luis Obispo, when it operates towards San Diego, they have a extended rest break in LA for a crew change. But when they get delayed, the break is pretty much gone, and it's just a crew change. That's about it. So if all goes well, we should be arriving in San Diego on time around 1 a.m. Go down there, grab a quick bite, and then do another trip along the coast all the way to San Luis Obispo. Do the whole route, the whole Surfliner route from San Diego to San Luis. Never done that before. Most of my trips on Surfliner have been either from LA to San Diego, Van Nuys to San Diego, or even from here in the valley, Van Nuys to Santa Barbara. Of course, most of my trips have been to San Diego, a lot of them to see the Dodgers take on the Padres, of course. 2024 season upcoming should be an exciting season for the Dodgers with Shohei and Shoji, our Japanese pitcher, coming to LA. Huge expectations are coming. Of course, expectations are always huge for the Dodgers every year, but whether they'll actually come through this time, we'll see. So anyway, I'm about ready to head on my train in about 10 minutes to Diego into the new year 2024 on this last day of 2023, 12/31/23, 123/123.
See them, wave at them, get their attention, and they'll come get you. Red caps will be waiting. Make sure that you have all your personal belongings, that you're not leaving anything important behind. And again, we do thank you so much for choosing Pacific Surfliner service to get you where you need to go. We hope to see you again in 2024. Happy New Year.
next stop, Oceanside. If Oceanside is your stop, please gather up your belongings, make it safely down the stairs. Remember to use the handrails on the way down. Once the doors open, please watch your step. Again, our next stop, Oceanside.
Why is this neighborhood that wild?
Ladies and gentlemen, in about a half hour, we Guadalupe Station. Guadalupe coming up next.
What up, everyone? Dre here, coming to you from slow San Luis Obispo on this first day of the year 2024. Hope you're all taking everything slow into this new year, 1/1/24. Anyway, just got off the Pacific Surfliner, AMTRAK Pacific Surfliner, all the way from San Diego. Rolled the whole entire route, a little over 8 hours. This was coming off last night's trip from LA Van Nuys all the way to San Diego into the new year. So this is the second leg of my rail fanning New Year's trip. This time, again, the entire portion of the Pacific Surfliner from San Diego up the coast to San Luis Obispo. Now to get me a nice bite to eat here at some local eatery.
I wonder if he would go a little bit go back. VHS because people are so freaked out about their face and stuff like that. I wonder if people, you know what, we got this.
Right behind me is a statue that pays tribute to Chinese rail workers who laid the foundation of railroad tracks here in the United States way long ago. I'm not going to get into the history details right now because I don't quite have all the historical facts, but it's right here outside of the San Luis Obispo AMTRAK station. And if you ever do take the Coast Starlight either up the coast or down the coast toward the Bay Area, Seattle, or toward LA, there's a significant rest stop that you can actually go outside and check out this statue paying tribute to Chinese rail workers laying the foundation of the railroad tracks. Also, the Pacific Surfliner that comes all the way from San Diego. I think there's two that come from San Diego all the way up here twice a day, and there's two that go all the way to San Diego from here as well. I'll be catching the one at 4 o'clock heading back to Van Nuys, which is a little over an hour from now. But if you should ever take the Surfliner up here, this is something you could check out as well on your way out. Anyway, continuing my New Year's Day rail fanning, where I'm just riding the rail into the new year, off to various fine eats, if you will. And your definition of fine eats is probably going to be a lot different from mine. So I went last night, of course, as we went to the new year. I actually went into the North Park district of San Diego, took a Uber there from Old Town San Diego. Once I got off the AMTRAK, went to Redford's, which is this all-American 24/7 classic diner, and it fits the theme as well. Had this KC, this Kansas State burger, which was a pretty big sized burger, bigger than your Western bacon cheeseburger at Carl's Jr., a lot beefier. And again, the diner was just that, your typical American diner, you know, someplace you should go if you're out and about late at night. It was pretty busy last night, of course, being New Year's and everybody being out and about. Grabbing an Uber to Rutgers and back to the train station wasn't exactly cheap, given that it was New Year's, but you know, this is a one-off for me. And then from San Diego, decided to ride the Surfliner the whole entire route, which is rare because not many people do that. Most people ride it either from LA to San Diego, San Diego to LA, or LA to Santa Barbara back. you don't really ride the whole 8 hours, but I decided to do it, and I got a lot of sleep on that train, being that I left at 4 a.m. in the morning. Got some nice views of the ocean, which you can get as well on the Coast Starlight train 14 that leaves LA going all the way up to Seattle. So anyway, had lunch or brunch, New Year's brunch over at Sally Lou's, which is just a stone's throw away from the station here. You know, wholesome breakfast. Had this whole grain waffle with, I guess, toasted granola and all this fruit and all that, apple butter, maple syrup, really good, you know. And I had a winter special, winter omelet as well. I think it's called the Sasquatch. But anyway, so as I'm getting ready to head back, just wanted to do another check-in before I head back toward Van Nuys, and we will hit up one more food outlet, which I think many of you know about.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome aboard AMTRAK train number 794, southbound Pacific Surfliner, service to San Diego. Happy New Year for everybody. It's the first day of 2024. And just to keep you informed, there's a little sit card in the seat back in front of you. That's about your safety when you're riding the train today. Please take a look at it. If it's not in the seat back in front of you, it may be on top of you. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, conductors will be coming through the train, scanning tickets, and if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to flag down and inform AMTRAK employee. Welcome aboard AMTRAK 794, the southbound Pacific Surfliner. gentlemen, for those of you that just joined us here in Guadalupe, welcome board AMTRAK 794 southbound Pacific Surfliner service to San Diego.
So, just before 7 p.m. on this first day of the new year, 2024, we have come to a station stop here in beautiful Santa Barbara, California, where, of course, we can't see anything outside right now, being that the sun's already down. Anyway, so, as we're here on the Surfliner, waiting for more passengers to board, my rail fanning adventure on this New Year day, which started last night into the new year, will be coming to an end in about a couple of hours once we come upon Van Nuys Station, Van Nuys in the San Fernando Valley section of LA. So, anyway, speaking of the Surfliner, this is the one train of all the Amtrak trains that I have frequented the most, mostly to go to San Diego to catch my Dodgers down there against the Padres, in our other home field called Petco Park. They may not want to admit that down there, but anyway. So, hope you're all having a happy New Year, 2024. Hope 2024 is a great one for all of you. So, as I've mentioned, the Pacific Surfliner is the one train that the one Amtrak train I tend to frequent the most of all the Amtrak trains, and a lot of it is also due to the fact that I go down there to San Diego to catch Dodger Padre games down there. In fact, should you want to do any of your ballpark ventures down there, especially during baseball season on a Sunday afternoon, because being that this, for the most part, the coaches are unreserved, if you go on a Sunday afternoon for a Dodger Padre game, it's probably best if you get a business class seat, because your seat is guaranteed, whereas opposed to if you get an unreserved on coach, your seat may not necessarily be guaranteed, and that especially goes true starting from LA, believe it or not, because a lot of Dodger fans, and again, especially on a Sunday afternoon, if they're playing the Padres down there in San Diego, a lot of Dodger fans tend to fill up the train real quick, and you also have stops along the way throughout Orange County on the way to San Diego. So, a lot of people, not just Dodger fans, but a lot of passengers are left having to stand, and that can create some guest issues, passenger issues, some uneasiness. So anyway, just thought I'd throw that in for any of you who may be wanting to, maybe heading out to travel on the Surfliner anytime this year, 2024, especially during baseball season. Speaking of, yes, I am expecting big things from the Dodgers. Of course, I always expect big things from the Dodgers every year. Do I end up in disappointment more often than not? Yeah. But, we'll see what happens in 2024, especially with Showtime coming to the ravine.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that just joined us, welcome aboard AMTRAK 794 southbound Pacific Surfliner service to San Diego, making all station stops. Please have your tickets out and ready for inspection. Conductors will be coming through the train and scanning tickets. Our next station stop will be Camarillo, coming up next. Thank you very much.
And my ride into the new year from 2023 to 2024 has officially ended on this first day of January 2024 from Van Nuys, San Fernando Valley part of LA, all the way to Diego to Slow, San Luis Obispo, and back here to Van Nuys. But you know, the evening isn't done yet. Still got one more bite to get out of the way. Went to Rutford's in San Diego, then Sally Lou's in Slow. Took it slow in San Luis Obispo, and now we're gonna have one final bite, which a lot of you may be familiar with. It's an LA or California, West Coast classic. What classic will we be visiting next? So as I was saying, we are finishing our night here at In-N-Out, which I've gotten myself a 3x3 here with extra onions. For whatever reason, they didn't give me my fries extra well the way I usually ask for it. Because the fries really here at In-N-Out really aren't the greatest unless you ask for it extra well, which if you do, they come out like chips had just come out of the fryer. Now, as for Josh, he gets his protein style right here.
But the last year is not very good. I told them about this. They said, we're sorry about that, but they didn't do anything about it. Which is, okay, I'm glad you apologized, but why didn't you say, hey, can we get you some fresh lettuce? I'm kind of disappointed about that. Also, we had a spillage right there. Somebody spilled soda on the floor. It took nearly 10 minutes to get somebody to actually clean up, which is a hazard.
So, anyway, that's the first day here at wrapping up the first day of January here at the Van Nuys In-N-Out, just a stone's throw away from the AMTRAK station. So that wraps up our first day of the new year, January 1st, 2024, which started last night on the New Year's, onto New Year's on the rails, starting here in the valley from beautiful Van Nuys, California, in the San Fernando Valley of LA, all the way down to Diego, where we ended up at Rutford's Diner, All-American Classic Diner in San Diego's North Park, and then up the coast to San Luis Obispo, where we had a nice brunch over at Sally Lou's right there by the San Luis Obispo train station. Finished off here at the American Classic, LA Classic, In-N-Out, here on the grounds of the plant here in Van Nuys, which was actually at one time a General Motors plant here on the grounds, where some of maybe your past favorite General Motors vehicles, particularly your Chevy models, were once made. Now, as for our meal here at In-N-Out tonight, they must have been having an off night. My fries were mixed up with his because I usually get mine extra well. They ended up giving it to Josh right here. And then as for his protein style double-double, it wasn't exactly his greatest experience here either.
There was nothing speckled about Eli in this room. But I did talk with them. They were very friendly and took care of it.
So, anyway, hopefully, and I'm sure they will have better days to come here in 2024. Maybe it was just, hopefully, just a bad night here. Otherwise, you know, everybody just loves their In-N-Out, and, you know, don't know if there's really any other way I could have ended the first day of 2024. So, anyway, Dre here. We'll see how many more of these adventures I have in store for 2024, along with Josh, hopefully, as well, and maybe Marls, Kid Marls as well. So anyway, Josh also has some other food and entertainment ventures as well. Would you like to tell us where we can check it out?
On YouTube at the Talking Archive.
The Talking, and that's the that's what your YouTube moniker is, right? The Talking Archive. All right. So anyway, time to sign off. Hope you have a prosperous 2024. A happy New Year from the Valley, Dre and Josh.
Happy New Year.
Good night.